call Camina Jack. She feel like a China dolly. And it look like the Prime Minister can't travel. Una says from where them not travel. Him not travel. Me know some of the big trip there. Him love the big trip them. I don't see him gonna Dubai. I see him sail Amina Johnson Smith and Ed Bartlett. But I wonder why. I wonder if the US government had don't feel. I wonder if them put a all on the visa. Hmm? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I went out to Prime Minister travel. Hmm? I went last to Prime Minister go United States. I wonder if the United States government have scrutinized it. Hmm? Yeah, even chicken. Are you me? I wonder. Big investment. Welcome. Me, I wonder how you take so long to come on, Jesus God.
I was on the radio earlier with a DJ.
Never ask you this. I went last to Prime Minister travel. Big investment delegation there, Dubai. And the Prime Minister there. That not something not sound fishy there, sir.
The question is, can the Prime Minister travel?
Why he can't travel?
I believe we've spoke about when Darrell Ball's visa gotten taken away. The Geddes, those Geddes people, the financial firm that they have that was washing money through. Darrell Vaz was a part of that investigation, and Andrew Olness became a part of that investigation. But they were saving the embarrassment of the country to take away the visa then. So they gave him time where he was supposed to step out gracefully, but the election ran and he won landslide because of the numbers that went out and the percentage of went out and vote, he won landslide.
But it was what 21%.
But notice he haven't traveled to the States in a very long time.
Why?
Because the investigation with the campaign money that went with Vaz, when Vaz visa get taken away, Andrew Holness was under that investigation also. He was being scrutinized.
What happened, Karen? Jesus God. Dr. Gordon, why? So you're saying then that my little brain here that has been wondering why. Because if it is a trip like Dubai, the Emirates, a place of big things, right?
And the Prime Minister is a very bossy person.
I thought he would have done the opening ceremony in opening ceremony in Dubai. Him said, Nina Johnson Smith to represent him. Something is wrong.
Something is wrong.
Because if he could have traveled to Bahamas, what they have the Adams to what, why wouldn't he have not traveled? Why wouldn't he have not traveled to Dubai? Eh? Unless me a idiot. Unless me a idiot.
I should I should do an I should do an investigation if the Prime Minister of Jamaica has a still has a valid United States visa.
But coupled with that,
Andrew Holness is on live.
wait,
He's here.
wait.
Andrew Holness is here.
No, it's not in, it's not in, it's not in. The name not even spelled right. And the blue tick, no, they panic. Don't follow them.
Oh,
I know him, man. Jesus, be glad to see. But then, Dr. Boy, from the, from, wait, no, from, Lord Jesus looks racing thoughts when you say Andrew Bulls, because I swear to God, they get heart attack. You got to take my heart still. Dr. Gordon, let me get about my thoughts there. Well, call them, who done, man? It's RT boss, them say. So hear what I'm saying now, Doctor. From from they become the government and the US became President Joe Biden won, right?
hmm
Based on diplomatic arrangements. But we have not had a political ambassador to Jamaica from President Biden has taken over. These are even a traits.
and there is a big U.S. embassy in Jamaica, right?
And we don't have, you know what, them, we have a charge of their affairs, meaning he's um, the political affairs person for the embassy. But we don't have an ambassador.
Let me tell you something. The United States does not appreciate the fact that China has been investing so much in Jamaica and Andrew Holness um, is going along with it, allowing it.
Dr. God, my face are glowy. Get the leader face are glowy.
I can see it. The United States, why you think Joe Biden said Jamaica must be careful of
He
the way
becomes the next hit.
she's going because she will become the next 80. They are trying to, you notice, place like Florida, where it's sunny. Oops, this slide end. Place like Florida that is sunny has become, the weather has changed. And they say they're trying to fix the world in regards to climate change. There's a certain resources that's in Africa that's needed. And upon going to Africa to get the resources, they realized that the Chinese has already been there for years and bought out those mines. So it's very much a conflict of interest with what's going on right now with the Chinese and Jamaica, especially the fact that the Chinese control the port. It's not a good look. So when you hear Mr. Stevens speak and ask if he has traveled, there are reasons being. And I just want to make this statement where I've seen, I believe it's Delroy Chuck, and if I'm correct, he's the House Speaker, made mention, and these were his words, that the minimum wage raised from $7 to $9. The minimum wage has risen from $7 to $9. Those were the words that came from, excuse me, those were the words that came from the House Speaker mouth. And I want to ask you, Mr. Speaker, I know you wasn't proud of what you were reading because you were reading from what someone has written. And you don't have the time to sit and look over what is given to you because your body language said it all when you were reading. In fact, you keep mistaking the US dollar and the Jamaican dollar's equivalent. That's how gullible and naive you are. And this is the led government. You are a shame to Jamaica and the voters that vote you all into power. An embarrassment. And for the People's National Party, I notice you no longer listen to the people of Jamaica. The People's National Party is no longer for the people. I appreciate the fact that there's a movement in getting out Sleepy Joe, Mark Woolley. Because right now, the only opposition party in Jamaica is the UIC party. Let me repeat myself vividly. The only opposition party right now in Jamaica is the UIC party.
Come back. Dr. Gordon, come back. Me get a pressing call and me did have to take it.
Yes, there's no opposition.
Come on back, Dr. Gordon.
Okay, we're back with Andre Stevens.
Sing the song there, Dr. Gordon.
The Lord returned his mighty hand and broke this yonder sea. The Lord reached down his mighty hand and rolled the sea away. When forward still and roll the sea away. The music that you're playing is too far from the. Forward still. Hashtag forward still. Partner draw movement. We're here with the president and leader of the Partner Draw movement, Andre Stevens. is Jehovah's will. Where the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. Forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. Lord, to God with mighty hand and roll the sea away. When forward still is Jehovah's will, though the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. He rolled the sea away, he rolled the sea away, he rolled the sea away, we rolled the sea away. Partner draw roll the sea away, we roll the sea away. Partner draw roll it away, 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 partner draw roll it away. Hashtag partner draw. And roll the sea away. Share the life when forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. We roll the sea away, we roll the sea away. 17% roll it away. Corruption, Andrew, Golden, Labor Right, PNP. Is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. Forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. Partner draw, roll it away. Partner draw, roll it away. Partner draw, roll it away. Corruption, roll it away. Corruption, roll it away. Partner draw, roll it away. A partner draw, roll it away. 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 Roll, Jordan, roll. We tired for the corruption we are going down a yard. We go roll, Jordan, roll. Roll, Jordan, roll. We tired of the corruption we are going down at the yard. It's OBC Radio. Share the live, people. Share the live. We roll. Partner draw, roll it away. 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 Corruption, roll it away. Corruption, roll it away. Labor right. Partner draw, roll it away. Labor right, roll it away. Partner draw, 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 roll it away. You may fall. It's Jehovah's will. Hashtag forward still. Let me see everybody hashtag forward still. Hashtag forward still. If you're with the movement, hashtag forward still. If you don't like what's going on in Jamaica, hashtag forward still. Where the billows dash and spray. With a conquering tread, we will push ahead, and we'll roll the sea away. Together we will. We are going to roll Andrew Wellness away. We are roll out corruption away. We are roll out the Chinese them out of Jamaica away.
Jermaine from OBC. On a few issues, not a lot of issues, a few issues. What I'm hurt and sad about is that we could have a nation with a convict of a crime.
Mr. Stevens, just pause a sec, please, because I'm streaming on 9 other platforms, but so people listening also. I just want to introduce the voice that you're hearing is Andre Stevens, the president and leader, founder of the Partner Draw movement, which I'm also a supporter of. And the Partner Draw movement, what we stand for is rooting out corruption right across the board, whether it's in the church in Jamaica, in the school, in the politics, in the government, right across the board. So that's what we stand for, and we don't like what's going on in Jamaica, and we're here to reasoning about it. So go ahead, Mr. Stevens.
As I'm saying, Jermaine, good evening. Basic human rights, basic fundamental human rights, rights to life, rights to choice, rights to education, rights to freedom of opinion and speech, rights to life. Let us focus on that this afternoon, Dr. Gordon. We saw a news report earlier this week, I think it was Monday, that recording artist Tommy Lee was beaten to the point where he had to be hospitalized and carried to KPH. After the investigation started, it was carried to the fore that it was correctional officers who abused and beat him to that point. What I find very disturbing is that they are asked to serve, protect, and to reassure the command of the Constabulary Force Network. The part of the just work. Eh? And the fair and just work is to see to it that our citizens, despite them having a criminal record, are safe. And the video that I saw from a distance, that many of us saw, had about 3 or 4 or 5 correctional officers beating one inmate to the point where we saw the videos, head busts, and in a wrapping, and all of them. So it is wrong, Jermaine. And I can't sit comfortably wondering if this is the kind of treatment. We know them treat the civilians, them awful. What is this level of treatment that we receive in the prisons as well? Are we going to see that this level of wickedness has been done to an inmate, and they're not asked to go on a sabbatical immediately? What kind of injustices are happening in our country, Dr. Gordon?
If I may interject, you said the correction officers are there to protect and serve. But I've seen a video that has been broadcast from inside of the penitentiary where prisoners been flasting NSC and money inside of prison. And we now, prison is a place for rehabilitation. And the only thing those prisoners didn't have was a female to comfort them, but they have everything living a life. The question is, why was Tommy Lee treated that way? Specialized, pinpoint out, and given that treatment when other people, other inmates, other convicts has been showing off with cameras inside of a penitentiary. So what was the cause? And the correction officers who reprimand Tommy Lee, my question to the head captain of the Correctional Services of Jamaica, who is reprimanding those who oversee that unit where those phones was inside, because the prisoners can't bring them inside. They didn't came out and get them inside. Big bottle of NSC. Can't just sneak inside. So who are reprimanding those? If it is that your rules and regulation is to beat down inmates in the head, who is beating down those correction officers? Why we're not seeing those correction officers head bust up like how Tommy Lee head is bust up? And why was he singled out?
It's sad, Jermaine. It's very sad what is happening in our... Probably, as somebody said, probably Tommy Lee not paying his partner draw.
Well, we can't use misconcept with the partner draw and say Tommy Lee not pay, because
him not paying no dues.
He's not paying his dues. Right, but the partner draw movement is not about paying dues.
True.
So continue,
so
Mr.
Something
Stevens.
went fundamentally wrong with them, Dr. Gordon. And we need to find out what went wrong. Because it's really bad what is happening in our prisons. It's really bad to have seen a Jamaican treated the way Tommy Lee was treated.
Can somebody get me the name of the head correctional officer of Jamaica? And,
is there one? Is there a correctional officer? The head
yes, there
should
be. There should be somebody that oversees. Of course, there should be. I would love the name and an email contact.
It's really sad what is happening. It's really sad what is happening in Jamaica. what to make it work is we have not heard the minister who's responsible for the correctional services condemn the act. We have not heard the minister saying that he's going to do a full comprehensive and forensic audit into the correctional services.
What the Minister of National Security and Justice said about this situation?
It's Minister of National Security, it's not Justice.
Oh, he's okay. It's not. They're not together anymore.
No, man, they have never been together.
When
Minister of National Security is just one ministry.
When KD Knight was in, he was Minister of National Security and Justice.
No, it has never been Jermaine. Justice, we have always had a separate minister for justice and a separate minister for national security. Remember, you're talking to a political dog, so I can't tell you.
But remember, we're of different age.
Yeah, but possibly 20 years ago, but just not now.
Well, that's what I'm saying, probably change. But anyway.
Yeah, 20, but we have never had a minister from, I've been following politics about active 20 years now, and I'm 30. So from I've been 10, I've been following politics because I used to study these things pre-TV. But let us not stray.
Yes.
What I am saying is we need to speak. This is that for people to stay here in Jamaica.
You're breaking up.
You know, improves on it, so some things that you would have said.
You're breaking
up.
Yeah, you're breaking up. Probably because you moved in.
All right, let me just go find a way to sit down.
Yes, that's what somebody said. It used to be security and justice together because I know KD Knight was security and justice.
No, KD Knight was Minister of National Security. Go and research it.
I was very close, but
the Justice Minister worked very closely then.
yeah, stop moving.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm going to sit down in my quarters.
That's a German is correct. I was close. When I was 17, I was working as a train waiter inside Gardenhouse and across with Mr. Bloomfield
For the
Medallion.
past 15 to 20 years, we have never had a Minister of National Security and a Minister.
Well, that's fair enough to say because that's about that time. It's 13 years I've left Jamaica, so yeah, it's fair enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's fair enough to say what you're saying based on how you know it. Yes, KD Knight was Minister of Security.
And I stand corrected, but because the portfolio became so divided, it was separated because there was a lot of injustices in the system, right? But I stand corrected. I'm still a young man. I'm still youthful.
Yeah, let's continue on the matter on Mr. Stevens.
Yes.
Gather yourself and
So,
yeah.
what I'm saying, Dr. Gordon, and to Jamaica and to the diaspora, we're having a serious slew of activities that makes the government get an EFZ, meaning they are failing miserably, Jermaine.
And we can exaggerate. We can exaggerate on the miserably.
No, it is bad. It is bad.
What are we as a people? What are we as a people gonna do about it? Are we gonna be fooled again by the clerks and the dancing jesters? Are we gonna be fooled by a little change in our pocket? Are we gonna be fooled and tricked into, okay, I'm gonna open up the place, free up the place, and then right again there's an election?
Talk about the boy. Majority of Jamaicans, nations have um, unplugged their COVID restrictions, and Jamaica still having curfews. 3 years after COVID. God forbid it. God forbid.
There's a mass demonstration right now from California all the way down to Washington, D.C. with the bikers and the truckers. In regards to right now in France, in Canada, water. They don't want to talk about this and show it on the mainstream media. But millions of people have been demonstrating against this. The V and the lockdown. In France, the demonstration has become so mass that the police officers start marching with the people. People power, when people come together, that's how strong we are. In France, the demonstration, the government let out the police and the security forces on the demonstration. But the crowd get mass and the people came together, and the police had no other alternative than to retreat and march, because people were there talking to the police, them, saying stuff like, you have kids, this is what you're standing up for, and reasoning with them, and at the end of the day, they're a human being. And they came down and start marching with the people, start demonstrating. People power. This is what Jamaica need. This is what Jamaica need. We need to walk out. Walk out. No more.
But the UIC will be doing it on the 22nd of March.
We should be a part of that.
The partner draw resistance will start. I am sure the Rastas will be standing. I am sure that the Baptist Church, under the tutelage and the leadership of Pastor Deborah Shetland, will be standing.
The 22nd of March. Everybody need to walk out, people. Jamaica, walk out. Million March in England. And they're not highlighting these things, they're shutting these things down. Even the very few people I'm not showing them on social, saying, oh, they're violating their right of where they're promoting violence against humanity. So right now the people them doing a different thing now. Bike. The truckers them, all the truckers, because one thing with the truckers, the truckers them have money. So they can sit down for one full year and not working. So when they came out with that truck, the huge 18-wheelers, and blocked the road, and the people them come out. Now there's a huge...
But can let me just stay on message now, please, Jermaine. Give me some chance, let me just...
Because you were doing something, I was just continuing to say something.
No, man, you may actually wait for me.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the things that I want to speak on, that I've started to speak on, is the injustices that citizens face. And not because you're a criminal or a convict or an inmate determines that your right to life must be jeopardized by beating, badgering, and hate crime. It's wrong.
It's there for rehabilitate.
You're there, your purpose is to rehabilitate the citizen into becoming a good citizen once more.
And re-enter the society.
And to be re-socialized into society. To be carried. So Tommy Lee! Somebody talk Tommy Lee. Wow. Sorry. Talk Tommy Lee for me, Dr. God.
I don't know his name. But Tommy Lee page, I don't... maybe when I'm people am using this page.
I'm going to play a song that I've always liked from him.
Go ahead, come a copyright out. we're not here to speak on the fact of why he got there. The fact he's there is about rehabilitating to come back into society. How they treat him is wrong, and that's what we're speaking about.
May I say this to you?
I'm listening.
I feel I've never been a fan of Tommy Lee, Jermaine. And I think I've never really been a fan of dancehall music. But the injustices that I see the man face, even my worst enemy, I would not want that for them.
And that's what the movement, the partner drum movement is about. Injustice
So,
right across the board.
we're calling. Big day. May I call out the commissioner for the correctional services of Jamaica? What are the names of the correctional officers on duty? Who are the correctional officers on duty? How many correctional officers were on duty? Who was the supervisor for that cell and that block? What are the best practices and the safe practices that are used when a convict becomes out of place? What is it that you're going to be doing? What is the investigation that is going to be done? Will the men be placed on sabbaticals until the investigations are completed? Is family safe returning to that prison? Who is the supervising officer? Were you all sent to kill Tommy Lee? Was it an operation to kill Tommy Lee? Like how you killed Evan Smith? Who is behind this attack on the artist? This is injustice, grave injustice against all that is wrong, unethical, crude, and unjust. And because we don't have a leader of opposition, I will stand right here where I sit and ask for the rights of a human being who is a Jamaican, despite being a criminal and despite being a prisoner. The basic human rights to life and freedom was breached. The basic rights to life, movement and freedom were breached. Horace Chan, you are the Minister of National Security. Answer these damn questions. Are we to sit down and see one more Jamaican being killed, beaten, sterilized, brutalized in our system? And when the prisoners stare at the correctional officers, they're told that they're unjust and wicked and unruly. You and your system has made them that. You are wrong. You are strong. And you all must back your back. Back it up.
And go to hell.
Retire. Resign. You have failed in the Ministry of National Security. Horace Chan. Fairbairn Williams, you have failed the children Jamaica honest. You have failed miserably.
And disappoint the people that voted for him.
Energy minister or bills for gas and light is above sea level. Agriculture, food cost is rising daily, rapidly. Gas raised by $3 every Wednesday.
Speak, we say the emotions.
Foreign affairs, we don't know what is diplomatic relations. If you're signing arrangements with the Chinese on arrangements with the US, who are your international partners?
And so
what
much,
agreements have you signed to?
and so much land, yet still so much land is in Jamaica, and the agriculture minister sit down and have Jamaica locked down. We should be planting and
transport and works. So many bad roads. Transport can be put in a good system where taxis and bus live in peace. Our girls are being raped, sodomized, and killed. Women are being battered.
and the Governor General has never speak out on these matters.
And when the Governor General done it for not about him talk about Trump's speech. That's why I dropped down.
Okay, they ready.
Sir Patrick Allen, you said that you're a man of God.
What he said?
You, Patrick Allen, say you're a man of God. And because you stick for the you call for church, we pray for you. When you never call for the church, we tell Andrew to repent.
If you will allow me, I will tell you the history of Patrick Allen when you're through.
Talk it quick.
Patrick Allen. Okay, Sir Honorable Patrick Allen.
Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, Sir Patrick Honorable Allen.
No, you don't use the honor because you say Your Excellency already. That's so, Your Excellency, Sir
Covers
Patrick
it. Okay, Your Excellency, Sir Patrick Allen. We're here to roll back the curtain of memories now and then. Let's take away the title and speak of the Patrick Allen that was the president of the Eastern Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, which I was a member of. I've also sit and done interview with a gentleman who Mr. Allen know very well, that has been writing a book about you. And you have called that gentleman, have threatened that gentleman during a segment of the interview that was happening. And you let that gentleman know that he would have to flee Jamaica, and you will let his life miserable if he ever published that book. When you was the president of the Eastern Conference, not only that, Mr. Allen, you had invest 20 million US dollars of the Seventh-day Adventist money into Olint.
Is there any truth? Do you have any facts to this, or is that an allegation?
These are not allegations, and these are not alleged story. And Andre Stephen is not saying this. It's Dr. Jermaine God saying this. And while you were a member of when you were the president of the Seventh-day Adventists, you had to invest, when Olint was going around and everybody was getting rich off of Olint and Cash Plus, 20 million US dollars from the Seventh-day Adventist board was invested into Olint.
How much money?
20 million US dollar from the Seventh-day Adventist. from the Adventist board into Olint. The Honorable Bruce Golding came in and shut it down. Shut down Cash Plus and shut down Olint. Now, you see why Pastor Patrick Allen, who was the president of the Seventh-day Adventist board, became the Governor General of Jamaica.
Why?
Weren't you following? I'm pretty sure people were following what
I was a student of high school, then I never under 2007. I never really understand me. I never really know politics deep them time. They talk it, Dr. God. Teach me something.
Well, Patrick Allen was being persecuted by the Seventh-day Adventist Western Conference and the other sets of conference because of all that money that he has convinced them, because Kingston and St. Andrew is the thing. So because he had convinced them to invest that much money into Olint, and Bruce Golding came and shut it down, they came up against him and wanted to persecute him. He had was to prove to them that he can get back that money. Don't worry. And notice, just after Olint shut down, just after Olint and Cash Plus shut down, but then Patrick Allen was the president of the Eastern Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist board. Just notice the transformation from the Pastor Allen to the Governor General. Now the Governor General is the person who represent and speak to the Queen on behalf of Jamaica. Now, you can see where if the head is covering everything under the green carpet and expressing other beautification for the Queen.
Why? Let me get the tape on.
Have you ever heard Patrick Allen, as a Governor General of Jamaica, came out and speak of the mass murder against women that was happening in Jamaica? Have you ever heard him come out and speak of certain things? I remember when Sir Howard Cook was GG. Those people come out and speak. But everybody's silent. Why? Corruption all across the board. Continue.
My question to you, Dr. Gordon. When Sir Patrick Allen became the Governor General, you said this is in relation to Olint. What did he promise the Adventist Church? That he's going to use the GG's office to get back the money?
But they already get back the money. Why do you think he's Governor General? What you think? Hold on. All those money that was seized in Olint, all those millions and millions of dollars that was seized in Olint and Cash Plus, where did it go?
You tell me, Dr. Gordon, you seem to be a
Well,
literature.
we'll leave that for homework. A professor always leaves his students with homework. Continue on your journey. Forward still.
Where the Dr. Gordon? God, this can't be a coverage.
It's OBC Radio with our president and leader of the Partner Drum Movement. Hashtag forward still.
Sorry. We're there. Tell us, Dr. God. We roll the way.
Glass Pole was a very good one too.
Yes. Hey, we roll it away. We roll it away.
Hold the music close. Hold the music close so everybody can hear it. Hold it close. Hold the music close to your thing. Hold the music close to the light. This is our anthem. And roll the sea away, when forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray. With a conquering tread we will push ahead and roll the sea away. Partner, draw, roll it away. Partner, draw, roll it away. When forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray. With a conquering tread we will push ahead and roll the sea away. Roll it away. Partner, draw, roll it away. Partner, draw, roll it away. Reach down, his hand and roll the sea away. Is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray. With a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. Partner, draw, roll it 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 away. Roll. We roll. We roll. We roll. We roll. We are roll corruption away. And roll the sea away, when forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray. With a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. He roll it away, he roll it away, he roll it away. He roll it away, he roll it away, corruption roll it away, roll, he roll, we roll, and your illness corruption, partner job, partner job, partner job, partner job. Partner job. Partner job. Partner job. We roll. We roll. We roll. We roll. Forward still. Hashtag forward still.
Forward still. So Dr. Gordon, you were saying that US $20 million was taken out of the Seventh-day Adventist coffers by Mr. Ali.
Yes, when he was then Mr. Ali.
To do investment in Olint.
Yes, because remember, Olint was a Ponzi scheme where you put in the money, you get it back quickly in a few months. You get it double. You get it double.
If he had put in the 20 million, what he was to get back 40 million US.
Yes.
Wow.
A lot of
So
people
what he was going to do with what did the church need 40 million US
I mean, it's
to
the,
feed the poor like me and you?
it's the board. It's the Seventh Day Adventist board. You'd have to ask them. I'm no longer a member of the board. I wasn't a member of the board, but I'm no longer a member of the church because of personal issues.
Dr. Gordon, so you're saying it is alleged that Your Excellency, Sir Patrick Alley. Wow.
You got to let me show you something, Mr. Stevens. You got to understand the Labour Party trend and how they operate. When one person do something bad, they promote them to another level. And
Why?
because corruption from top comes right down across the board. So,
Dr. Gordon, what is Seventh-day Adventist Church bring with 40 million US dollars?
well, that's a question you'd have to ask the board. That's a question you'd have to ask now, because Mr. Allen is still a Seventh-day Adventist member. So that's a question you'd have to ask
Let
His
me do those
Excellency.
calculations. 150 times 20.
The figures may not hold on the calculator in Jamaica.
Wow. So you're talking about 30 million Jamaican dollars.
It couldn't be million.
How much you say again?
It must have been billion. It can't be million.
Wait there. How much you say? 20,000 US, right?
Not 20,000, 20 million.
How much?
Hold on. Hold on a
Me
second.
now get to this Bangara.
Hello. Yeah.
Me can't do them
More
maths,
talk,
yeah.
more talk, more talk. You would have put a live with the president of the movement. Yeah.
No, start 20.
I told you.
Jermaine.
So it has to be billions of Jamaican dollars. Anything million in US has to be billion in Jamaica.
Jermaine, the Adventist church couldn't have the money there, man. Come on and stop the lie. So much people hungry in the Adventist church. Stop the lie. Jesus. Jesus, Jermaine. Dr. Gordon. Wow. So them collect the chief of them offering for the touch it in that wallet. Jesus, God.
Let me ask you something. Where you think all those money came from that's spent out for the mass campaign for the Labour Party to have those elections and won? Where you think those money came from? And why you think the US government, where you think those money that was washed through Geddes financial firm, where you think those money came from? Why you think Vaz loses visa?
Why?
Why you think Andrew Holness haven't traveled out from to the US in a while? Why is it the President of the United States should put out a warning that if Jamaica don't be careful on the path that she's headed, she can become the next Haiti? Why is it why there is not a United States ambassador in the United States on the behalf of Jamaica? It shows the perfect and close relationship one has. For me, it seems like it's a divorce in the making.
physical, encrypted, inscribed, tied up system of corruption from the governor general, the opposition leader, the prime minister, the ministers of. So you have the whole system nasty. I wonder if that's why I'm dropped down. The ancestors are the old spirit knocking down.
Why you believe everybody is so quiet? There's no opposition. Because at the end of the day, remember the leader of the opposition is into financing. He grew up behind the finance minister, Omar Davis. He is the Deering, Bunting, and Golding. He's Mr. Golding for Deering, Bunting, and Golding. Bunting.
And I don't get to understand that they have a bank, proven bank.
Bunting, they been have a bank. Bunting is Peter Bunting, and Deering is also in the party also. But there's a split thing now where Deering is not with Bunting and Golding in the mass takeover and manipulate how they undermines Peter Phillips, Dr. Peter Phillips. And it's not that Dr. Peter Phillips wouldn't have led the country in a good path, but it's just that old-time comrades has this vendetta against him and have not been able to let it go. When he got famous because he was the messenger who brought the letter to P.J. Patterson, the then P.J. Patterson, and fired from the parliament. And then again, he came and undermined Mama P. So the younger generation.
But did he really undermine Mama P? Or
Yes,
was
they
he
didn't.
really a
No, he undermines. They undermines because they didn't stand. If they had stand with, she have done a lot. But if they had stand with Mama P, things would have been better for the party. The party wouldn't reach where it has been right now. So that again, people, comrades, has hold against him. But because the sake of Manley and the party, a lot of people who have that hold that held that against him decide, listen, we're not going to the poll, we're not going to go anywhere else. But the younger generation decide, listen, we're not seeing the PNP doing nothing. We want to change, we want to switch, so they went for the Jamaica Labour Party and hoped that the Jamaica Labour Party would have done something. Now they realized the Jamaica Labour Party tricked them with the clerks that you, Mr. Stevens, put on Andrew Holness' feet and his slender demeanor and persona for the bro god that he used and tricked the people. So I appreciate now that you are coming out and exposing that you are dressed up a wolf that was in sheep clothing.
Jamaica, me not in the man tricked me. The man called me bad. Me the things like him could be the Moses for Jamaica, but him turn around the Nicodem. Wait name Nebuchadnezzar.
You got to understand you were young and naive and you have a bright future ahead of you. And you have a bright political future ahead of you. So they trick you just like how they trick Current Spencer.
Me not take up that man, me not take up that basket there. You not put me in that basket.
Well, you have to understand I'm a licensed journalist.
Let me add ginger spice, because ginger spice is a historian.
Yes, anybody want to come on and say something? Come on, we're streaming across 9 different platforms right here as we speak, and your voice is being heard.
Ginger spice, don't be afraid.
Jamaica, let your voice be heard. Speak up. Send in your requests.
Ginger spice, come on, man. Ginger spice, afraid.
Leave them if they don't want to come on. They've been talking in the comments. Keep it going. Share the live.
Hold on, then.
Sorry. Oh, Ginger Spice says she's at work.
Oh, we know says that she, Ginger Spice, it's like a historian, it must be a man.
No, the older person text like a female.
Oh,
I
okay.
have learned so much on this live, and we appreciate that. There's a GoFundMe link that we need your support to continue this movement.
But I'm gonna say this to you, Jermaine. You see the man couldn't trust you, no Jermaine. The man couldn't trust.
We all see and knew that, but
What
what
are the
Jamaica?
big friends that talk, come on?
We all saw and knew
Hello?
that.
Alright, me gonna start over the live me again. Wanna go where me a come back right away. Me gonna carry on Sajato and Jermaine. Go on for Instagram so you can come up on the live.
You don't have to start it over.
Me not know how to do it.
No, just make sure come on and the other. Don't start it over.
No, it's the... You know,
Oh, the time.
Me not know how to do it.
All the time. Oh, we'll be back with the leader of the Partner movement, Andre Stevens, and continue. Sorry about that. We'll continue on this segment with our president from the Partner movement, Mr. Andre Stevens. We are tuning here with OBC Radio and streaming live on YouTube, OBC Radio YouTube channel, Dr. Jermaine Gordon Facebook page, Love the Met Facebook page. We have over 4,000 people streaming on Olankon Fashion Boutique LLC group. We see you, and I know we have a lot of people who have put their product in for the shop to put out, and just bear with me, be patient with me. We see your stuff, and we appreciate your support. We have not neglected you. We appreciate those that are streaming on Olankon Fashion Boutique and our OBC Facebook page, and those who are on OBC Instagram Live. We want to thank you. This segment is sponsored to you by Olankon Fashion Boutique, where we sell male, female, and kids apparel and other convenient merchandise. You can check out the website at www.olanquan.com or give a call at 1-800-944-2166. WhatsApp at the very said number, 1-800-944-2166. Tune in, and also remember, download our app in your Play Store. Download your app in our Google Play Store. OBC Radio. And we're back with our leader, Mr. Andre Stevens. And roll the sea away. Roll, Jamaica, roll. We tired for the corruption. We are going to Jamaica. We are going to rule, Jordan, roll. You roll the sea away. Share the live. Share the live. It's OBC Radio. Hero. Corruption in Jamaica and your oldness. Share the live, people. You see? We need to walk out people of Jamaica. Jamaica, stop being scared. When since we as Jamaican citizens become a scared nation? That's never in our blood. Who is under oldness to be telling us when to go to? Where are the real men's of Jamaica? Wait, I notice I just say men's. Is it that just is it that there are only men's in Jamaica and no more men? Where are the real men in Jamaica? How is it one man must have telling us when to go to the bed and when to come out? What is it you're doing? Haven't you not seen what's going on around the world? This huge mass demonstration, millions of people. Go check my page. I've been posting them up. They try to hide these there because they embarrass France, Germany, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. Right now there's a mass demonstration planning where the bikers and the trailer, the truckers, one side of the country in the Americas, United States here of America, going all the way to DC to let them know that too much is too much. We're tired of this C and this V. We have reached a point where we can't even say the word anymore because it's a beep word. We see what's going on, we know what's going on, and we say no more. So don't let Andrew Holness continue to trick you all in Jamaica about this lockdown. Walk out. Too much is too much. They're doing nothing than locking your ass in while they're selling out the country to the Chinese government. How the hell Jamaica port is controlled by the Chinese government? Look what's going on right now in Russia. Russia is a communist country and they're putting back the Soviet Union. Vladimir Putin is putting back the Soviet Union. I've heard this years ago and it's now happening. Forming the Soviet Union together. And it's a communist country. Russia stick with China. China is a communist country. Which other communist country is around? Venezuela, Cuba.
No, Cuba is not communist. They're redefining them.
Well, they are, it's what you would call decriminalized. Like what, yes, like what they have said, they decriminalize marijuana. That's what they're doing. But they are who they are. Now, Jamaica is a main source and a main land right there for the Caribbean and around for resources with America. How do you think America feel to know that the Chinese government control the seaport?
Hello, blessed evening.
In Jamaica. Good evening. Introduce yourself.
Yes, Sir.
Oh, this is such a
Blessed evening, everyone. You can hear me, the background music isn't too much. No, you can't talk.
We're not hearing the background music. Yes.
Okay. What is it that you want? We're talking about the injustices that families face in the prison system. What's your take on that? All right. Well, for me, to be frank with you, like Sinatra, I didn't actually read a lot into it. You don't need to read a lot. Wait. Get this fellow coming like an average media personal to come off my program.
Okay, no, wait. What is it that you came to talk about? Not do that, Andre. Yeah, what is it that he came to talk about?
Hear a lot, so let me just give my take on it. Yeah, so for me, it shows injustice that we are facing in Jamaica, in our justice system, right? I think that if it was someone else, I think the force or the brutal force that we face, I don't think that if it was someone else, I don't think that
he would have faced that form of brutal force. It is injustice all around. And then again, when you look at our justice system, it is failing all around. I can make mention of a particular incident that took place where the dumping of garbage was concerned, or that took place in Jamaica, right? And then nothing actually came of that, right? Because of who is who in Jamaica, right? The person blatantly dumped all the rubbish some place, and then they go forth and then look not all come out, right? So
The speaker of the house is not somebody, the
speaker of the house, yeah.
Martha Dalrymple Filbert.
Yes, exactly. So the speaker of the house, so because of her name, and because family, aka Kuzu, have that name, he said the brutal punishment that he faced for what they deem as somebody chewing something in they call it breakfast in somebody's face, right? So for me, where that was concerned, that's injustice, right? I don't think that they should have come under that brutal force, because them step up in all in our head, everything, I think everybody saw where them step up in our head and so, right? So that's right. We're hoping that some form of justice comes out of it, right? We don't want it to be overlooked like many other things that took place or is taking place within our diaspora at the moment. You understand? So that is my 2 cents on it, but I really do hope that some form of justice comes from it. I really do hope so.
So the reason you're saying the reason why they assault the reason why they assaulted Tommy Lee is because he and another inmate had a conflict and he tossed some breakfast in the inmate face.
That is what they are saying. I don't know for certain, but that's what
It's
people
alleged.
are saying.
It's alleged. Okay. So based on Jamaica's system and what goes on, it seems like that inmate has been greasing the palm of the corrections officers.
Well, we can think so, right? Because of how our system actually play out, right? And how corrupt our system is at the moment. And when I say system, I mean governance and justice system.
So, you're a young Jamaican, Sir George.
Yeah.
You're a young Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you want to, what is it right now? Do you believe that the government of Jamaica has failed us?
I do know so. Believing and knowing is 2 different things.
Why you say no?
I know that they have failed us.
Why you say you know they fail us? Let me hear from your perspective why you say the government failed you.
All right, so
what they have failed us in?
Okay. Well, the main topic is injustice. So I say they have failed us where injustice and corruption is concerned. We have seen scandal after scandal, and when it is taken to trial, none of the big heads and other personnel in government is held accountable for what is taking place or what happened. For me, the biggest thing was with the children's kitty, where the education ministry was concerned. I think anybody at all who takes from children is taken from the future of this country, and I think that that person should have actually feel the full force of justice, right? And we've seen that all these things is being overlooked time and time after time and time.
So you're saying that Rural Reed, Sir Big Spinner, Grace McLean should all be prosecuted.
And Floyd, and let's not forget Floyd Green.
Of course, we see that because it's happening plain sight. We see it right there in the education. So I do believe so that they should be prosecuted for it. They should be prosecuted for it. All right, look on this now. Look on the man we got picked too happy because he was hungry. Look for them prosecute the man, and look for them lock up the man. And you are telling me, say the speaker of the house got down mattress, not 1 but 2 mattress on the side of the road, and nothing became of that. They just said that they didn't see any form of injustice or anything to be charged or should be charged for.
Plant evidence.
So
what you see?
What is being sent to Jamaica? You think that's only 100?
speaking about the two Jamaica, it's just not now.
Yeah, it's not
But
just now.
Sir Jarto,
Because we have two Jamaica. We have uptown Jamaica and downtown Jamaica.
but Sir Jarto, now it's 3 Jamaica you have in the middle. So Sir Jarto, you
I'm
sound
just
like
struggling to hear you, Jermaine, but I'm listening.
Sir Jarto, as a young Jamaican, you sound very much like an opposition leader. Now, do you think the opposition leader is doing much in Jamaica?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that the opposition has many ammunition.
Tata, before you answer that question, I don't want a diplomatic response. Talk to me like when you are this me. Tell me where you think about my holding like when you're ready for this scene.
Oops.
Yeah, I will not be diplomatic in my response, right? But yeah, I don't think that.
But it's to let the international diaspora understand the words that come in, right?
The ammunitions that they have. Where the machinery is concerned, I don't think that the machinery is oiled and it is ready to be rolled out in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. I think that he's a bit pragmatic. I don't think that he's someone who is charismatic and he's not, him don't connect with the people in any way, shape, or form. Me, right? I don't see any form of connection where he's concerned. Remember, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And I don't think he has that realness inside of him where I can say, all right, the Jamaican people will gravitate towards him as a leader. I don't think he has that leadership quality, and I don't think he has that leadership ability inside of him. I don't see it. Once again, I see the opposition has a lot of ammunition, and I don't see where the communications and media teams actually rolling out stuff and hitting the government where it hurts.
So, Sir Jarto,
Yeah.
is it fair to say that the silence of
Get to the question, you're taking too long. You're taking too long. In media house, you have 15 seconds to ask a question.
I understand that, but when I run the media house, I do as I can. You understand? And I have to be careful. One thing Michael Manley teach us. Wait, no?
Can I just say to you?
Yes.
One of the things that makes me so loved is my quick-tutedness, my quick and sharp response. So I'm asking you to develop some of those sharp responses on Underdraw TV in commemoration with OBC Radio. You can go ahead now, Dr. Ford.
And the leader have spoken.
Yes, Dr. Ford. Yes, what I
Seven. Wait, no? You have to understand 7 different. Wait. Yeah.
They were online. They were very sharp. To the point.
Who is one of my?
Develop a narrative.
Who is one of my? Who is one of my?
Lick the jar of this thing. That's what Mr. Twins, we don't want a diplomatic response. Prompt responses we want. Such a who would you want to replace the leader of opposition in the field?
Jesus.
I think it would be sweeter with Lisa.
Ooh. You know, I agree. I've never heard it. I've never heard it that way. I've never.
And as the deputy leader. But I think it would be sweeter with Lisa.
And who was the deputy? Who was the deputy?
I think
It can be like the Jermaine fear you.
Who you say? Who you say is the deputy?
I really think it would have been sweeter with her though. You know?
And who would be the deputy?
Dr. Buddy, he's dead. Damien, Camp Damien.
Oh my! Oh no! I see why you say it seems like I. No, because no, it's not. No, it's not that I paid him. It's because I've been listening to the people.
Okay. And because you're both listening, I'm going to tell you also what the people are saying.
Yeah.
The people don't want the PNP. They never hear that part.
Because they're not ready. They're not fixing themselves. You see, 52%. 52%. You see, you have to remember, 52% are undecided. That's the main one you have to approach.
Undecided voters.
And also remember, 67% then stand with Lisa. Oh, no, no. Wait, no, no. I glad it. Wait, though. No, before I forget this, please, no. It go back because you just remind me of the question that I wanted to ask him when I was thinking. You said get to the point. So based on what you're saying, with Mr. Golden, who has no charisma and has no appeal and no. Hold on, leader. Hold on, let me dress it up, please. Please, you said sharp and to the point. So Sagittaro, based on what you were saying, and as that the opposition leader has no charisma, no class, no sex, no sex appeal, do you think our leader Andre Stephen could clean him up and dress him in wolf, dress him like a wolf?
Well, the premier boss, so if no fashion, I must give him that. That he knows fashion. He's a very educated person. Where policies is concerned, I think he's very policy driven, right? So yes, I do give him that, and I do think that he will make a good leader in his form.
So hold on, are you saying you think that the opposition leader can be changed and work on?
Repeat that for me.
Are you saying you think that the opposition leader can be changed, fixed, and work on?
Yeah, but I think that.
Why you put him under some pressure? Jesus, don't make him put in pressure.
With Mark, instead of trying to fix him, I think we should get rid of him and put somebody else in the head.
And the young, and the future of Jamaica has spoken.
Repeat that for me.
And I said the future of Jamaica has spoken.
The future
has spoken. You are the future of Jamaica, and you have spoken.
Can I intervene? Can I just say?
I really do think that it would be sweeter with Lisa though, and Mr. Crawford as deputy at the moment. I do think so.
Yes.
And that is where I disagree.
Okay,
Can I give my reasons for this thing?
Yes, no problem. I'm listening.
We always have this.
Where you have youthfulness, I always believe that there should be experience.
And I think that experience comes where Lisa and Mr. Crawford is concerned.
I'm going to say this to you again.
No problem listening.
I would have put Alisa. I have no problem Alisa Hannah being the leader of the opposition.
Okay.
But I would have asked the right hand to Lisa to become Philip Powell. Because that is years of experience with wisdom and beauty, charm and charisma. Philip Powell is not easier fix as a deputy prime minister than Damien. Because Damien
Well,
needs
true.
permit and he needs to be controlled.
True.
What I would have had Damien to be
Gents.
is the Minister of Agriculture, Industry and Commerce.
Yes, he can lead from that ministry also, but I don't think that
Because, can I let me finish, please? Because his years in agriculture for the past 4 or 5 years with the rabbit, with the goat rearing and the pigs and all of those things. Lisa is sweeter with a Powell, this connection board. And then you get, and then now, this is where the premier boss comes in. Hey, you want to hear where the premier boss comes in?
Gensec.
Do you really want to hear?
Gensec.
If I'm the general secretary for the PNC, the opposition, yes, let me call it the opposition. The opposition JLP would be a serious problem.
that's true.
But hold on, though. Hold on, Mr.
Let me finish it. Let me finish, man. Can't chat long too, man. When the chat long, Jesus. Imagine putting them to work, all in their fight. And the enemy. I would put the Angela Brown to work. I would put Mark Foley to work. I would put Martha to work. As the general secretary, I have malice to none. Even those who are classified pedophile. Even those who are classified
Kern Spencer.
The PNP are some of the greatest and brighter minds, but they're instincted with bad mind.
That's true.
Bad mind. One of them want to leader.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't move like that.
And they can't walk because the one day Andre people can't turn leader.
Mm-hmm. You need a team.
Did be a partner draw back, get a seat. Dr. Jermaine, Dynamic Communications Director, on the canton leader. Leader where? Leader where?
Okay.
Dr. Gordon,
Yes, sir.
partner draw movement is a political party to itself.
But what you propose though is good. It would have a good balance with Paulwell and Lisa.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah, but I even though I support what he said with Paulwell, I support what he said with Lisa and Paulwell, but I don't think Damien, even though he would work well at
and experience right there.
even though Damien would work well as agriculture, I think he would more be an excellent person as one of the vice president because he has that manly charisma. But the thing is, where they wouldn't look at him more respectable as a leader of the party on an international platform. One.
We're not talking about, all right, Jermaine, we're not talking about the future. We're talking about who we need presently. To fix the PNP for go second Sierra and Cleopatra and Alibaba and the party keep them. We're talking
Well,
about
well,
the
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, in that aspect, Lisa, for real, with Paulwell behind her, and a few other good vice president, you know, they always have like 4 or 5. The Mikkel, the Burke, Angela Burke, a few of them, and everybody work as a team.
Maurice, God, there's so many of them.
And they come together and work as a team and stand with her.
All right, can I say to you, Jermaine? You remember how the People's National Party came together in 2011 with the concept People Power?
Yeah.
And a lot of people said, boy, Portia couldn't win.
Mm-hmm.
And Portia rallied around her little minions and made them great politicians. If the People's National Party wants to become great again, great is the PNP, and they shall forever remain great. The party president with immediate effect should be Lisa Rainier Hannah, Philip Paulwell, and you cannot leave out Dr. Peter Phillips in it. Dr. Peter Phillips should become Dr. Peter Phillips should become the first president of the Republic of Jamaica.
Yeah. I do believe so.
Remove the governor general,
I-
and have the Republic of Jamaica known with the president of the Republic. Let me tell you why I said the journey.
And they never lose a ministry.
Wait, no, Dr. That's what I'm getting at. Dr. Peter David Phillips did well in
Every field he go, every field he went.
fairly well in health. He did super well when the
Transportation.
Ministry of Finance was under pressure. Right? And he did well with transport with the
Yes.
modernizing of JUT. Come on
No,
now.
that's
Give the man a huge
no, that's for a fact. But what I would say, the fact that he has resigned, I think he would have been a good advisor to Lisa.
But also in a thing say, if Peter Phillips a president, you know say is a ceremonial and executive role Lisa got Lisa. You think the Lisa know how to steer all of this a ship here? Lisa have beauty, you know, and she have levels of brain. But she don't have the sort amount of years of experience. That's why I tell her that she need a all well behind her.
All right, hold on. Let's not forget that not Paulwell, not Crawford, not any one of them have sat on the platform Lisa have sat on. Lisa have not represent. You have young, maybe you're young for remember this. Lisa have not. Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. It's not a matter of just Miss World. But listen, Lisa has strong relationship and communication from when she was not just representing Jamaica, but the entire world. She have sat with leaders, president, kings, queen, dignitaries, and she still has those good relationship with those international people that can do well for Jamaica and can speak to the IMB and get certain things done and certain things up. So she has sat there and represent well. So don't say she don't have those things to do, because she has that relationship now with the team behind her, because one person can't do it. Wherever she falls short.
Jermaine, listen to me carefully. I have listened to you. And I am going to agree to disagree that yes, she has diplomatic relations and international recognition. But when it comes on to the political intuitiveness, the brilliant and the moves that you will need to make the right political decision.
She wouldn't.
That's where
I think we're doubting.
Philip, no, I'm just saying to you, Jermaine. There was a point that I did not agree that Lisa should be the party president. And I agree that populism is needed right now. So she serves a better chance going up against Grover. And I'm agreeing with you on that. I don't agree that she'd be the best leader, but I agree that she would work with a partnership with Philip Paul.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. One person can't do it. It has to be a team. But somebody can't. The party is split.
Can I just say to you guys, one of the fundamental wrong of the PNP, right, is that the PNP no longer remembers congressional leadership. It is where all parties, meaning Lisa come with fair experience, Powell come, Michael Phillips come, Peter Phillips come, and
Togetherness.
Right? So what I am saying to you, Jamaica needs the congressional leadership of the PNP, whereby every 4 years it's a different leader. Every 4 years. So Lisa get CR4 now, Powell get Team 4, Crawford get Team 4, Price get Team 4, Michael Phillips get Team 4, and by the time you look partner drive off get Team 4. You know, think that is them.
And that way everybody would work to them best. I think it should go 8 years.
No, Jermaine, if you take 8 years, man, I'm going to say them no trust, man. Think about me, I say, no, man.
Yeah.
In the 4th year, going into the 5th year, a transition. So everybody I got called in the parliament as a party president and prime minister. And can go retire with them prime ministerial pension. And that they want it. And more than what they want. If you ask them what they want, Jermaine.
It's to run leader. But would that be but hold on. Would that be now a conflict of interest where everybody now start, instead of working together to push and build that one person for the 4 year, they would be building their campaign, because a campaign take a lot to build. They would be undermining.
When it says so, and the poll determine that what the next leader every 4 years. And you know, say 5 and not up to it, him have to wait 8. If him not wait 8, him have to wait 12. So you put everybody pan a what? A balance, checks and balance. So man must say, if I next. If I next, him not have to step up to the plate. I will not step up the post.
And that's what I'm saying. It take a lot to run an election. So if you are the leader, look at it, Mr. Stevens. If you are the leader, right? And I know that you are only doing 4 years. And I'm standing with you as your second in command. And I know that the next 4 years, I'm going to go for leader. I have to start do my work for myself and my campaign and stop focusing on your work to go to.
No, Jermaine, it is not like that. Let me tell you what it is.
But this is how Jamaica
You
is.
have a political party, you have a political structure. And if there is a structure, it means that the communicating part of the party, the political part of the party, which is the general secretary, that
Okay. Okay. Yes.
That's all of who is to come. Let me tell you what I'm doing. Yes, it's just as how Caesar is built, or Pharaohs are built. It means that you go through a house. And every period of orientation, you are guided. So the next Pharaoh is guided by the elders, and the elders say, yes, it is no time for that Pharaoh to lead.
Yes, that's exactly how it went. That's true. But what
So what I am saying is that it will be a partnership of democratic socialism, where every man plays his part and he knows his partner draw. As the banker, I'm an experienced banker. I will know when it is Philip Collins time to get his draw. I will know when it is Damien Crawford time to get his draw.
With the law amend and know that if that prime minister don't work and please the people well, they won't be getting a pension.
I have no problem with that. As the General Secretary, we will, because Mr. Hannah put it out enough, that parliamentarians must be paid according to their public service. So I'm worried about buy time back station when
Somebody said like Russia, don't even compare Jamaica about like Russia, because everybody that come up with Putin get arrested or disappear.
Yeah, so what I do garner no, I'm not rushing, but I'm just saying what I do garner from all of this is that unity has to be the order of the day, right? And I do know, and we all do know that a united PNP is undefeated PNP, right? So with the right personnel at the helm, right? I do think that we can be undefeated, but we have to be unified first.
Yes.
So that is first of all, what the PNP needs is a party president, a general secretary, and a chairman. Not the lead here now. Yeah. But the truth is, if Lisa Anna is party president, I would want to see a Michael Phillips as party chairman.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to see a Angela. No. Angela, they're done. She's wicked.
All right. So for the most important ministerial.
No, let me say this. No, it's not ministerial role. They have to fix up the party function.
Where we're putting Nita? Where we're putting Queen Council? House Speaker? House Speaker?
No, we're not going to the cabinet yet.
Oh.
We're going to the party. Because remember the party.
Oh, yes.
The party needs to be structured. So they stop talking about business. We know the election will come by June, July. Stop chatting about business. We know. A national election is no. Just as how me and Matthew had the election, we're going to have a national election. But I'm going to say, if I were the PNP, I would have shouldn't need to kill my mama. Angela, maybe turn her chairman in a. Because I remember, I run up and down to Angela around her. She turned chairman, and then she turned chairman, she was talking about she feel uncomfortable working with me. She's a wicked and a user and an abuser. We both work with her, yeah, man. Yes, you remember we run up and down to the all wicked. Anyway, Jermaine.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we need an opposition party in the next. Them said me here that there was a caucus of comrades who came out and did with it 17 days. So is that. I think they reached about day number 15. I think 15 days time this and I should prepare herself to become the leader of the opposition with a no confidence motion. Mm-hmm. The 14 members of parliament, we just need 9. Who are going to be those 9 members of parliament that saves the opposition before they become
and
history?
if they unite and come together, they can do that. If not, rest not assured the next. I don't know if they would become the next prime minister, but maybe the opposition. And they could be, unsurprisingly, because there's 52% undecided and another 28 not sure. So they could go swing, if the UIC could swing all of those votes and become the next prime minister or the opposition leader.
All right, the USC, in my estimation, will win about 3 seats.
That would be good. That would be a good thing. A third eye would be a good thing in parliament.
And you would have a hung parliament, and the USC determines who becomes the next government. That should be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But me have to tell this too. Sonny, it is a grave injustice if you make Mark Willing go face the electorate. You're going to have not even a minute, you're going to have a dictatorial leadership.
Yes. Because if you think Clark stepping in on the neck, I mean, one should take the constituency that one represents and know the leadership that they is gonna bring. Look at Portia constituency. As an MP, how she deal with it. Look where Mark Golden represent. And was always that constituency was always the Ministry of Finance constituency. So that should show you the leadership they represent. Not just that. If you look at the constituency and how it stay, and look at Valentine's Day, the gift that he highlighted for his wife.
Lord Jesus,
You must know the leadership. You must know the leadership of Jamaica that he would have led.
No, because the man, hear what the man said, hear what the man said to him, why? Because we know what you want. Yeah, that was cringe, man.
Look like his wife they lock up in a prison and them just clear out the day room in the jail. Like them clear out the day room in the jail and put her for sit down and him just bring something there. Better time they go down a Premier Kitchen.
Lord Jesus, Lord. Gentlemen, before I leave, I'm going to have to commend you guys for the work that you're doing and for the fire when I blaze and continue to blaze the fire. Right? I do think that we need more. Yeah, but why you want to have portrait there? Yeah.
Make him finish. Wait, no, Andre, let him finish now.
So this is called fire, right? So I say, you see this fire, it's hotter than lava. This fire can't cool, it can't quench. This fire can't digest, it not gonna make you belch. This fire hotter than the core of the ground. And this fire burn your skin hotter than 60 magazine round. Yes, man, look around. You see, man, I kill man for less than a pound and a ton. We are all the Almighty's children, yet still there is segregation between uptown and downtown. But I just alone with crown. And when I want the fire, I'm no business about your money higher. So make sure your heart and your soul it is pleasing with the Messiah. Yes, man, because see this fire, you can't hear. Yes, man, the righteousness alone can cool this flame. So when a nation and his people up and jump, then and only then will they see the significance of Jah over evil. For every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Yeshua Mashiach is peace and love, and the one shall find perfect rest. I thank you, Father God. Yeah, blessed love.
Big up OBC Radio. Let me see everybody blaze fire right now. Everybody blaze fire in the comments. Everybody blaze fire in the comments. Fire, fire. Everybody blaze fire in the comments.
Fire.
Follow his page.
Alright, you guys have a good evening, okay?
Alright, same to you.
Sunny days, where you there, your time for command.
Yes, blaze up the comments with fire. Fire, fire. Blaze up the comments with fire. Burn down corruption.
Fire.
Burn down corruption. Fire, 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 fire.
Roll away the
Nothing else but fire, please. Nothing else but fire. Fire, 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 fire in the comments. Fire. Let us burn it down tonight. Burn it down. Fire, fire. Nothing else. Fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire, fire.
fire, Sunday.
Light Anjo Batia fire. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, corruption. Burn it down. Burn it down. Rebe. Fire, fire, blaze it up. Fire.
Tomorrow, them are going to do it, man. What that judgment me are going to keep up. Remember saying, no, at 2 hours me are going to add tomorrow evening. And I want Jermaine come in, I want you come in. And so we're going to play every half hour, we're going to play.
Teaming, yes, teaming, yes.
Everything to look sunny. Is a different topic we are taking on tomorrow.
Tomorrow is what time? Tomorrow is what? Thursday? Thursday. What time you going on?
We start 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 o'clock.
Well, I would have to come on because 6 to 8. I would have to come on in the end because I have the DJ on at 6:30 to 7:30. So it would come on like 7:30.
Lord, so they make them know real ear. Show your real ear, girl. Walk out, girl, your ear good, girl. Walk out, girl, your ear good, girl. What's
You
good,
know,
girl? What's good,
you
girl?
know,
What's
say,
good?
you know, say, I'm glad you address the matter. Say, show your good, your real ear because the first time I see her, I said, damn, she have a thick head, a healthy ear. But then when it curl up and look, it kind of look like it's a wig she have on when you do the little skit and stuff them. So I was looking at it, but then never asked the lady if the hair belongs to her. But oh my God. That's healthy. Oh, that's healthy. Oh, you manage it.
Manage it.
Mm.
Angle it.
No,
I
sir.
know what to. Shit, Mr. The girl have a good strong body there. That dating did want and put it there.
Oh, baby.
Now the me have to ask you that.
So they stand up with the sexy man, the man them see her. Sexy.
What man? Angle it.
Lord,
Come on, address. There's something to see really.
So
turn round there.
this is the competition where they say put on a when they say put on a you can see the curve underneath the dress.
What it was.
Hey, Jermaine, let's see about some people like when you have to believe that's a jump off fast.
Whose life that was?
The people at
Kuya?
I will Jermaine at one.
Kuya? Who that? Kuya? Me no know when this. Me no know who you talk about. Anytime when you see me, I up from live to market OBC radio. Period. Yeah.
But when several sources today told me that the Prime Minister is going to call election in the summer.
So me never tell you that from, look, from me tell you that, Natalie. Me tell you that from December last year.
And you must tell me this man, but me have to tell you, why would he not do it? If you look at the polls, opposition leader 17%, opposition party 23%. If he doesn't call it, because him not do it himself, you know. Right? So what they asking now?
But he's scared still because the UIC party is picking up.
The people that would just work with Mark willing to get him out.
No, Mark. The people them now work with Mark to get him out. The UIC has picked up a momentum, and remember there's 52% undecided and not sure and 28% undecided. The UIC can take those because they has been acting like an opposition.
Well, what may I say? When I first came in, I was listening, and people were talking about challenging Mark. Mark was taking last by himself. Why would you do that?
No, I don't think there's no time for Mark taking a life by himself.
Sonny,
This is hanging.
we're in a country right now.
You
If the comrades should decide that Mark go to the election, of the 14 seats, how much will we have after the next election?
If Mark, okay, let me tell you something. If Mark go to the election, I guarantee you, all those people will have any respect at all for the People's National Party because you have to understand the voice of the people. any respect at all for the People's National Party would have gone solely to the UIC. Because right now, I am a comrade. I am a comrade and I was on the verge of walking away. But you see the fact that I realized that they come up now and say, oh, Mark Golding need to go. It's like I'm on a pause now and like looking to see, all right, let me see if they're going to fix the party. But I can tell you, and a lot of people feel the same way, the little respect that they're holding is not for the party, it's for Manly. If they make Mark Golding go to the poll and continue make Andrew only stepping at the people them neck, the people National Party, them can just take out the NO title and put a OOO.
But Jermaine, listen, would you go in there? Let's say everybody agrees to them about challenge Mark or whatever. Would you go in there and challenge a man with them a full partition and go in an election?
Yes. You know why? Because people want change and they would have seen the change.
Sonny, that is, as somebody who studies politics, that's one of the, that I've never heard you made those political blunders when you speak. Sonny, if Lisa or Philip or Damien Crawford should take over the PMP right now, you would have seen a sea of orange that you have never seen before.
Unity.
Just a rally round.
Yes.
In a less than 2 months.
Come together. Of course, people hungry. People hungry. Even that momentum that the UIC party has been taking, they would have dropped.
Would have been shifted to the PNP.
They would have dropped.
I personally think that you need time to put a message together to unite, right?
Sonny.
You know this thing again. It takes time.
Sonny, I'm going to ask you this question.
It not take time, them have the money. Unity.
I'm going to ask you this question. How long did it take me, you, Jamaica, Karen Cross, and the rest of people to unite at Jamaica? It did not take 6 months.
How long he took to become popular? How long Andre took to become popular on Instagram and on Facebook?
1 month.
Okay. So it show the garbage that they're doing.
So what I am saying
Unite.
Any leader that is coming in the PMP will need the services of partner travel.
The difference between you and your popularity, your sudden surge in popularity, is that you are not coming in at a deficit. Remember the PNP. You have a
Sonny, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this. Don't people love Lisa Anna? Yes or no?
yes,
Don't people love Damien Crawford? Yes or no?
yes.
Don't people love Mr. Michael Phillips? Yes or no? Just make it finish.
And the senior
Don't
people them
love
Philip
Benny
Palwell.
Bailey and Damien and Raymond Price? Yes or no? Don't people love Karen Cross? Yes or no? Don't people love Natalie Stack? Yes or no?
Huh?
And don't people love Andre Stefano Stevens? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right then. If that syndicate of power comes together, you know what I mean? When all of the need and me alone, you're not a mess, Dr. God. Me be the national vice, me take on the prime minister, everybody go around the country and put together the political mobilization. And we start the partner draw tour as the power still is Jehovah's will. You know, tell you that. Jermaine, and you would have shit him back.
A real talk.
Shit him back. Because Jermaine I come down here to Jamaica. OBC ready to come to Jamaica for 1, 2, 3 months. Come plant himself. Lawman Lynch and you are come. Come on, funny. I won't not ask say. Is it easy? Me tell you something. Somebody said it to me this morning. Somebody said it to me this morning that people no longer hate Andrew. What they want to see is Andrew dead. That's a serious statement, you know. Right? So what I am saying to you, if that level of populism and popularity should turn around to help the People's National Party, Andrew Juliet is in serious problems. And Baz and Bazlan are beautiful speaking with me.
They just need to come. The People's National Party just need to come together.
Right now, and the poll them start come out, Mark attack, Bunting attack, Dr. Campbell attack, none of them attack. Them know.
Not even Andrew talk. Listen.
Andrew not attack, Andrew a war, he prepare himself, what do you say?
Yeah, because him realize he know that even though he's down in the poll, he's way ahead. And he understand that it's not the entire Jamaica vote for him and give him that landslide vote. It was only 20-something%. So yes. So he's just using the opportunity right now because guess what? The People's National Party not ready and he's undermining the UIC party. But remember, that 52% plus the 28% come together can be a switch. So he still have to be careful.
Jermaine, last time I listened to, because I like to hear what the grown has said, more than what the analysts them have said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the polls, they spoke with some people on the ground. And about 4 people spoke, and they asked the people their opinion and everything. You know what with them?
Mm-hmm.
The people them cannot see the difference between the PNP and the JLP. And them say, no, Andrew done in there already. What we need to do is raise the minimum wage and do this and that, and we know say COVID they found we are ready. The people that are willing to work with and accept what is there. Because there's no alternative. And Andrew know this. Andrew now give the PMP no time to fix up themselves back in when call election.
Well, I can tell you, trust me, people tired and you will be surprised the party spin to the UIC party.
Somebody say, if we talk about UIC and talk about NDM, what NDM again?
But it's so funny because NDM used to rent an office. NBN head office used to be in my yard, 6 Cargill Avenue.
NDM did back Lisa, NDM did back Lisa.
I don't know what is the NDM. Earl the Lesser used to pay me rent. I used to have sex on the conference table because my closet used to walk into the office.
What you say about that, Jermaine? We never hear properly. Talk and never put sense.
Back forward still. On the conference table, they have a lot of conversation around scrums. Yeah, but we used to walk through my closet and go into them conference room. Because when we have the friends them over and so my partner have them friend them over, too much people, we just use this for privacy. We just disappear and them don't know we're there. I used to all canvas for them.
First of all, the pool. People are going to want you where you have to say about the pool.
We need to gather and organize a momentum for the entire Jamaica who walk out with the UIC on the 22nd. And that's the thing, they're undermining and those 50, remember there's 52% that they say undecided. They never ask them if they're with the UIC. So they have them as undecided and then there's another 28% that don't make up their mind.
But Jermaine, support them before the UIC and the UIC have a bigger number than man.
Who knows and who guess what? Who knows they may pull the UIC and embarrass to put it out?
Maybe they did.
Cause yeah.
I believe Bill Johnson has a poll for the UIC.
And waiting it for the shocker, yes. Because he's a veteran analyst, political analyst.
The last that come out today, can you believe, guys, that the last poll that came out today, the question was, would Jamaica as a colony of Britain? I know the 48%.
Of course it would.
48% of the people them say, yeah, can you believe that?
And if they asked me, and me wasn't a part of it, if they asked me, would I with it too?
Oh my God, that's terrible. That basically...
Because we're not independent. People are not stupid. The independence was made for the politician to step in our necks and to benefit from us, but not for the people. We had the pound, we had the strongest. How we have the strongest dollar in our hand and give it away?
I have 20 seconds leave. I'm going to start again. So China can live again. Roll the seas. So
Right,
you
that's
know,
so.
we restart it again.
Okay. Let me go get an apple.
Remember, I don't know how to drink every. I'll come back again.
Okay.
Gonna come back. Pretty like a Barbie. Pretty like a Barbie. Me body nice and me body go cranny. I know what I wrote them.
It's our artist Latina. It's the artist Latina plumber. OBC radio recording artist. Reside in Switzerland. Stream our music live on all platforms. Boom. BOOM. Latina. LATEENA. And we're going back with Mr. Stevens, the leader and president and founder of the Partner Draw Movement. Who are the Partner Draw Movement? We stand against corruption. We expose corruption right across the board. Whether it's in the church, school, government, private sector platform. We stand for building a better Jamaica. Get rid of the Andrew Holness-led government.
Check, 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 check.
The Lord will drown his mighty hand and rule the sea away. When forward still is the...
Who want somebody talk Dr. Love? Who want Dr. Love come out on the program? Because he might watch you from evening. Big up yourself, Dr. Love. Dr. Love join the program. They become who are the last hour shot. I didn't know.
Good evening, Dr. Love. Can you join the live?
Somebody talk Dr. Love now.
Good evening, people. Ladies and gentlemen, could you take Dr. Love to join the live?
Lord Jesus, oh, you're so good to join me and I don't like it. Man, you made the man running out.
In a Dr. Love voice.
I said so.
Dr. Love. Isn't that same Dr. Love who used to come on in Jamaica, or is it a different Dr. Love?
If Dr. Love, let me call him there. Hold on, let me call him.
Share the live, people. Share the live. Pretty like a Barbie. Pretty like a Barbie.
Then someone rap me rap from there, Sonny. Every time I rap is a different rap.
Share the live. Share the live. Let me play my artist song while the live. Share the live. I have an artist I'm managing. Let me play our song while.
Manifest a completely free way to do your taxes. Dismiss hidden cocky boy, sit down there. Let me tell you about a little pretty gum there. Big cocky boy, sit down there. Let me tell you about a little pretty gum there. Big cocky boy, sit down there. Let me tell you about a little pretty gum there. Big cocky boy, sit down there. Let me tell you about a little pretty gum there. All right, me pussy hot, come finger me. No one your big cocky in a my pussy. Get to your strong car, angle me. Fuck out, all of me. Fuck up me pussy like a beef patty. Fuck out, all of me.
Oh God. Put the music close to the put it close to the live, Andre, the music. Roll the sea away. Oh. You roll the sea away. You roll the sea away. You roll the sea. The ocean that built this stone. And roll the sea away. When forward still is Jehovah's will, where the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we will push ahead and roll the sea away. Hey Jackie, roll the sea away. You roll the sea away. Roll out corruption. Roll out corruption. Roll out corruption. Bad not draw movement. He rolled. He rolled. He rolled. And dreamed just in the rain. I know the Lord will down this mountain to roll the sea away. When forward still is Jehovah's will, though the billows dash and spray, with a conquering tread we will push ahead and roll the sea away. Partner to our movement. We roll. 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 Evil is Jehovah's will, where the below dash and spray. With a conquering tread we shall push ahead and roll the sea away. The sea away.
Hey, Natalie, no matter how we sing this song, you know, it can't stop ringing in my head at night. You know what can't stop ringing in my head at night time? What? You see that message the way you send go give my call for the music I play. You want me play? Play it because it sound like you walk into the valley of the shadow of death. Play it again.
What is this?
I am so critical of you, Mr. Bode. You make Joseph Patches look more like the leader of the opposition. Floyd Green is charged, and you haven't said anything about it as yet. You are not vocal enough, Mr. Bode. And that's why people like her are of the view. It would have been better if Peter Bode stays there. Mr. Bode, look into yourself. You have too many liabilities around you. Dayton Campbell is one of your greatest liabilities. He's called control. He speaks a lot of nonsense, garbage, and foolishness. And he makes the party and the extension you look bad. No, we never know that is the impact of this attack. This is just like Andrew Boone saying no, I have confidence in the general secretary. Horace Chang, and what Horace Chang has done, messed up the country with crime. He has no anti-crime plan. What is the opposition's take on the anti-crime plan? What are the 5 points to fight crime, Mr. Bowling? I've not heard you championing them. Mr. Bowling, I took 1 month and became more popular than you. Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Look at that and see, are you willing to change? If you're not willing to change, Mr. Bowling, I'm making it explicitly clear. I'll become your worst nightmare. And trust me, I have been known to make you the worst nightmare. Good night.
No, no. That was excellently done. It wasn't boisterous. It was calm. It's like the calm that put you in a state of overshot because that's the calm before the storm.
Well said, Jermaine.
Yes. Because I'm quite sure he wasn't expecting a voice note like that from Andre Stevens.
What did he expect? Really alone?
Yes. Yes. Mr. Golden. That was very well said.
When I first heard the voice note, as a student of art, the art, whether it be music, anything that's delivered in an artistic form, right? I saw it from an art perspective. First of all, when Mark Rowling heard that voice note and heard the music, it's supposed to start shake and sweat. That's the first thing.
And that's the step.
So the backdrop is one that says you should be very afraid, not of you, Andre, but afraid of the situation. You need to look in at yourself. There are people against you who don't feel like they are carrying the opposition, carry the opposition duties, and you have to be looking into yourself and get the hell out right this minute. And so you gave him all the examples. You were very frank with him, very honest, straightforward, and you even tell the man good night. So by listening to that, I think you need a pause. Where's it, Jermaine?
Let me point something.
No.
Let me point. Let me want to hear it again. Let me just point out. Hold. Let me. No, hold. Before you play it over again, Andre. Wait, before you play it over, I want you to listen to what I'm saying, Andre. What you did just now, you see the way how you put out that message just now, it's a calming, because right now we are in an atmosphere of hunger, upset, we're tired, we're tormented. So you see, when we come and we talk to people sometime, and even though we may mean the best, but how we put it out, you see just now, how you said that just now, I'm quite sure everybody is hungry right now to hear what you said, because right now, this is how we're gonna gather people in. This is the...
All right, let me just play it back. So let me just play it back for you, all right? And this was very impromptu. Every night after, this is my last live because I have to go take my medication to rest, right? But he messaged me on the background of Mama's dad, saying that she was paid $70,000 to do the video against Dr. Peter Phillips. So He messaged me the night, very late, and said to me, it's libelous and this and that. And I said, Mr. Golding, she never says you. She said, he's one member of the Rise United team. He's not aware of that. I said, it was a matter of fact, Mr. Golding. Here's what I said to him. True, Mr. Golding, is that the country is not feeling you. I personally am not feeling you, and that's why I am so critical of you, Mr. Golding. You make Joseph Patches spoke more than the leader of the opposition. Clark is in charge, and you haven't said anything about it as yet. Like her, I have the view. You have been making Peter Little space there. Mr. Golding, look into yourself. You have too many liabilities around you. Data Campbell is one of your greatest liabilities. He's called control. He speaks a lot of nonsense, garbage, and foolishness. And he makes the party, and by extension, you look bad because you say you have the confidence, the full confidence in him. This is just like Andrew Bola saying no have confidence in a general secretary. Horace Jack, and what Horace Jack has done, messed up the country with crime. He has no anti-crime plan. What is the opposition's take on the anti-crime plan? What are the 5 points to fight crime, Mr. Golding? I've not heard you championing them. Mr. Golding, I took 1 month and became more popular than you. Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Look at that and see, are you willing to change? If you're not willing to change, Mr. Golding, I'm making it explicitly clear. I'll become your worst nightmare. And trust me, I have enough to make you the worst nightmare. Good night.
I love it's so smoothing. No, this is the delivery. This is how we unite a people. This is how we unite a people. That tone and delivery. This is how we unite a people. Yes. Even at the end, you were upset. Right throughout, you see, it's passionate, the emotion and the music in the background. But when you said, if you don't, you can hear the anger and the stern and the seriousness. But really right there, you still was on the melody. The tone never moved. You was stern, beautiful.
I'm going to say to you, Jermaine, if I want to be calm, I can be calm. If I want to be a barrigo, I can be a barrigo. If I want to be a madman, I can be a madman. If I want to be an acute businessman or a politician that is found with facts and truth, I can. But tonight, I just want to be myself. Whatever I feel from my bones, Dr. Gordon and Sonny, I just want to be that. And a lot of us have not been able to be ourselves. We have to put up ourselves to come on our lives, and we have to. I don't come from that school. I come from a school where being you is you. And because you are you, people will accept and love you. One time I was afraid to say that I'm gay openly and publicly. I'm no longer afraid to say that. Because I've spoke my truth, and people respect me for my truth and the boundaries that I create for them. I'm no longer afraid to say to Jamaica that I am a mental health survivor. A lot of people would be afraid to say that they lived on 121 for 98 days. That's 3 months, Sonny and Jermaine. But I've spoken that 121 helped me to go on a pathway of recovery in finding who I am. And I have some good friends like Sonny and Jermaine. Jermaine I don't know for years. Sonny I never know for years. I know them for months. Jermaine saw my message and he said to me, how can OBC TV radio and Olive One work with you, Mr. Stevens? Sonny saw me one night in the wee morning and I messaged her and she gave me her number. Wayne, Jermaine carried Wayne to me. I don't know who Wayne is. I saw Karen Cross at Price Match and I said, I want to be mentored by you. understand who they are. A lot of people haven't accepted who they belong to. I have done that. And I have done that because if more Jamaicans who are in public life can appeal to the being relatable and real and authentic, one of the reasons why a lot of people love me is because of my honesty. Not a lot of people would tell you that when they have sex they would jerk off.
Real.
Am I telling a lie? I've not had any kind of sexual relation for about near 3 years now. And when I feel for those things, I call people like Sonny and Karen for us to discuss what Sonny politics for 4 or 5 hours. So now we know. No, don't talk about the business. You chat too much.
Okay. And there you have it. And there you have it. Media World, the leader of the Partner Drum movement, having sex with politics conversation.
No, I know that. I know that. When the feelings come from me, because a political discussion
to come out of it, exactly.
But me not mean so me go touch myself. Me not go touch myself.
Guys, it's called Fit. There's a song by Jimmy Cliff. It's called The Rebel in Me. It says if the rebel in me can touch the rebel in you, then we shall be free, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, as individuals who have never met in person, we have a common goal, which is to see a better Jamaica, right? And so, however we can contribute, I personally, I'm willing to do whatever it is that I can. Because if people are the diaspora,
And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't even know that these two people who are on my live, we have some of the strongest disagreements. We have black with one another for like 5 minutes and come back to reality. Right now, me and Jermaine not at Jamaica, but when it come on to the politics, come on to the reality is, him know which number we find him on. Andre, are you okay? Him know me not chat to him. And I'm a business partner chat to him. And we ain't chat to him and I say I can't take on Jermaine right now. And Sonny know, when me can't take Jermaine, me make Karen Cross, no say, Auntie, me don't know if we deal with Jermaine now, Allow me to tell Jermaine.
Me no, you're just not like, you're just in your way, like when me put you up in your clothes. You see, you like to put on, you like to style, you is a stylist. What you have to understand, you're a fashion stylist. I was just gonna say, you're a fashion stylist and I'm a fashion stylist. You style bro God and bring the persona.
When me send it to you, you have to delete it right away. You promise me. Me soon send it to the judgment. Lord Jesus.
but
when we release that the judgment this a weekend, I don't know what they're going to do. Because my big designer friend Carlton Brown in the building. Carlton Brown wants a suit from me, although me a premier gentleman.
Oh yeah,
Carlton
Brown.
I've
met Carlton Brown when I was at Pulse 2003.
And he put on good clothes by you.
No, I'd walk for what's his name, Philip something that I forgot what his name. But Carlton Brown was there. I remember the name.
And I hear Carlton. Let me tell you something. No people don't know now. When we look on Carlton Brown, when we do collection more than 2019, Mr. Sonny and Shea gave me the story. And Carlton never did collection more than did go a Dominica more than. But him watch me, and for the man watch me, it means them have its future in it. Would you see that? And Sonny, it was my first collection, but me have to say it was rushed. And me say when Carlton Brown done with me in a Sovereign supermarket, and shame, him say what kind of egg freeze is that? He said I cut then I go with that cut there and I cut then and him say, so me say how much me get him say you fail. He said Jesus Christ. Me say my ball. The Christmas and the something they there. The Boxing Day because of Christmas Eve, me see me now. A ball. Me call every little small designer. Me say Andrea Batman. Me country don't have a conscience. For when the man Cleopatra take the money.
Who is Cleopatra?
If you don't know, you mean I tell you out here.
I mean, I have the assumption that Cleopatra is Juliet Holness, but I just want wanted to shed light for those who don't understand who is Cleopatra. Because you have to understand, we're on a wide platform here, not just here on Instagram, but 9 other platforms. Well, when you hear of Pharaoh, Pharaoh is not the past biblical person, but is the led government Andrew Holness. That's the Pharaoh, and Cleopatra is his wife, Mrs. Holness, who got beat down the people up on Mariska Road.
Lord Jesus, beat down who Jermaine? Sonny, when the life I get festive, you have to go.
No, but I for my walk. It's too dark.
Sonny, you can't delay the walk tonight. Jamaica festive.
No, man, I'm come out and I'm swimsuit this summer. You're not banned.
Oh,
I want that, Sonny, please.
son, you need to take a trip to Florida.
You know, that's real talk. I'm just right up. But you're way south. No, Miami there.
No, but I'm 20 minutes from Disney World. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're in Orlando.
Well, I'm not Orlando. I'm in Kissimmee, Hunter's Street.
I love Kissimmee.
16 minutes from the airport and 20 minutes from Disney World.
I know exactly where you are. We were down in but this for 2018.
So when it doesn't make the partner drop off, enjoy them nice day.
You need to start looking at the fashion. In Atlanta, they're having an international fashion show in February here. I believe by this weekend.
Atlanta, you there?
Yeah. Yesterday, can you look into that? You could have probably come out in China.
February.
International fashion.
Yeah, that's true.
They do it every
But
year.
don't worry. Jamaica soon take over the fashion
Oh,
market.
February already. February already. Oh, this February here?
They do it every year.
Oh, it's already passed.
They do it every year, so he can
Oh.
always fly again. And 1 year would be enough time. You understand?
Yeah.
We have enough collection.
I have enough stuff.
We have a big
I have
collection
enough
of
for.
homeschool.
I have enough for dress. I have enough stuff here to dress 30 models in 2 suits, 2 different wear. 30 models, and normally a fashion show you go with 15. When you go with 30, it's a big package.
They have 2 collection ready.
Me have enough 30 models can dress in a 2 different collection.
What's the answer?
May I don't have my visa, guys. I really don't have my visa. I plan to look about it soon.
Looking at
But
the
me now have to me I don't get my diplomatic visa. Me's a diplomat.
The fact that you're into fashion, we could have planned something with fashion and send to the something around fashion and send to the embassy.
They have that challenge. And come in a foreign, like some people did, you understand? You need to use it because Jamaica can be a little more insulated for what he's doing. And here you have so many different opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So you can prepare yourself to come to the next one. They do it every year. International. I think they do it at a university or something like that, but it's done every year. So it's something.
Understood.
Yes.
But Jermaine and son, why is it that this country is limiting people, the economy? I tell the economy, say, 12 midnight to go out them bed. Want to the prostitute and the drug man, them now want to make money too, and the taxi man, them at night time.
But
You
what?
understand?
Not only that, I asked the question earlier. How is it men of Jamaica have one man to tell them when since man grown man in Jamaica have man tell them when to go to bed and when to wake up? Or is just men's that left in Jamaica and no real men no left? Because Jamaicans are never scared. We are known for a nation of never scared. We don't take foolishness and this. How long? How long, people?
Well, I'll catch you tomorrow evening. Andre, I'm going to send a thing to you about the show tomorrow. Okay?
All right.
Yes. Nice talking. Have a good night.
All right then, Sonny.
Yeah, man. Look, guys. Come here.
I see me, I invite Carlton Brown on the line. See if he want to talk a few moments. Carlton, nobody get shy no more.
2003 I met him at Villarana, Kingsley Cooper, Male Face 2003. I'm trying. I think Bill Edwards was the one I walked for, but he was there. Carlton. He has some nice stuff. I remember his stuff.
Anybody want to join us on the line?
Is which Samantha this? Wait, there Manta this? Is this Manta from Gully?
Jermaine, I'm getting really tired. Is how much more minutes left in the hour?
It's 5 minutes to the hour. Run back the forward still. We go to
The
Naban.
final time.
We end it on Naban. This look like, I wish Manta. Oh. What's your name? Tanisha this? Which Samantha this? Oh, at the cheekbone, we see now. At the cheekbone, we see girl and realize here you. Well, go on. Make sure you download OBC Radio in your Play Store. There's something that too far to it, Andre. But they're Florida, you know, girl. You remember the cheekbone? A long time you have designed a body before them say sculpture. What type of phone you have? Apple or Samsung?
We roll.
Anyway, we have come to the end of another segment.
So Jamaica, I want you guys to join me tomorrow on Facebook as in the evening at about 6:30. I'll be going live.
Send me a DM.
I will, Jermaine.
No, man, somebody may talk.
And we will take on the polls tomorrow in full, right, Jermaine?
Yes, most definitely.
And when I dissect and when I carry on the other individuals, including Comrade Karen Cross, we'll be having a fulsome discussion about what is happening in Jamaica.
Jamaican people need to walk out on the 23rd, the 22nd. Walk out in support and go march. Don't just make it be about the UIC. Go support because of what's going on. They're tired of what's going on. Walk out.
We want to see them marching with us. The partner to our resistance will be marching as well.
I want to see Jamaica shut down that day. So big, such a big march that Jamaica shut down, where they have to sit back and look and say, yes, the people did that.
Hi, darling. Hello?
Hello.
Melandry? Oh, hell no. You accepted my request? Yes. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Oh, no. I know, but I wasn't really requested. How are you? Where are you from, Melandry? I'm from Jamaica. I'm living in Florida.
We're in Florida.
Pembroke Pines.
Oh, down that side. I mean, Kissimmee.
No, that's Orlando. It's Miami.
Yeah, I know you down that. That's why I said that you down that side.
Yeah. So what is it that why you believe in us, Melandry? No, because I just want to see a difference, my love. I want to see. It's my country. I want to come home and lay down with a peaceful head. And I just like everything that's going on. I want a change for everything that you're talking about.
To sleep with your windows and your doors open.
Exactly. I just want to come home. Don't have no worries. I'm afraid to come home. Well, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'll send you just send me a DM so you'll have my number so we can talk more often. Because I know, like you and many others are afraid to come and talk bold. But I appreciate that you never run off the call, right, Jermaine?
Yes.
That you're even could turn off the lights. So that people, you understand? We know them style.
No, we catch. She sent the request, but like she forgot that it was there. So we catch her like.
No, but I was actually checking out everything on the phone. I really didn't know that I really requested to.
Oh.
I've never went live before, ever.
Okay.
But
Well, it's a good thing. We'll talk, yeah.
We're ending now, so thank you so much.
And remember, fellas, download OBC Radio in your Play Store. If you have an Apple device, send me a DM, I'll send you the link. Pretty soon we'll be available in the Apple Store, where you have a link you can stream. And we'll be available in 3 days in Alexa app. OBC Radio on all media platforms. And this is Partner Draw TV. Follow us on YouTube at Partner Draw TV. Follow us on Facebook at Partner Draw Movement. Follow us on Instagram at Partner Draw Movement. So Tanisha, DM me. We'll be talking. Give us visions lest we perish. Good night. All right. We'll be talking. Give us visions lest we perish. Good night.